So two journalists are getting national attention for scoring an interview with Defense Secretary James Mattis.
Sounds normal, right? Well, it turns out the two journalists are high school students from right here in Western Washington. Joining us this morning, we have Jane Gormley and Teddy Fisher from The Islander. That's the student-run newspaper of Mercer Island High School. Good morning, you guys.
Yeah, good morning.
Thanks for doing this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, we're going to talk to both of you, but Teddy, how you scored this interview is fascinating. Walk us through that. What happened?
Well, I read the news pretty much every day. I mean, not always the content of the articles, but I just like to see headlines. And so I saw a Washington Post article that said Mattis's number had been leaked. And so it was a follow-up to an article about one of Trump's bodyguards, and the picture that they used showed him with Trump, but he was walking on the White House lawn next to him, and he had a stack of papers, and on those papers there was a sticky note, and it just said Jim Mattis in pen, and then it had a number. And so someone called into the Post to say, hey, I think you accidentally leaked his number. And so they had to redact it after somebody called it and it went to voicemail. And then there were some people who still had the original picture before it was edited or removed. And so I think I found it in the comment section, and then I just called the number to see if it was him.
You just called Jim Mattis's phone number?
Picked up the phone. And
Yeah.
There's a pretty funny video of him calling for the first time.
And did he answer, or did it go
no.
voicemail?
No.
Were you nervous leaving a voicemail?
I didn't leave a voicemail.
You didn't?
No, I hung up.
So wait, that mean you called back?
No, I texted him asking for the interview, and that's how I got it.
Oh
You are texting with Jim Mattis?
Yeah.
You didn't use any emojis or anything, did you?
Oh,
That's like a
This is
smiley
the best
face.
story I've heard in a long time.
I tried to be respectful, but I think I just said, like, hi, Jim, and then I told him who I was and my position in the paper and my state, because he grew up in Washington, so I was thinking that when I was texting that, I should probably tell him I'm from Washington State, so, because that's just a way to connect.
See, he's already
I love
a professional journalist.
Use it all. Okay, so
Well
Jane, he
done.
comes to you and he says, hey, I got this.
Right.
What is your reaction?
Well, at first I didn't believe him that he'd gotten it, but I think by like the second or third call, it was definitely very real. We started working on questions, and I think from the beginning we knew that this was something that could, I don't think we'd think it'd get this big, but we knew that it was going to get a lot of attention, for sure.
You guys covered a wide range of topics in this interview. You talked about advice for young people, ISIS. What was your favorite part of the interview?
I think for me, so I knew from the beginning when Teddy wanted to do the more policy-related questions and article, and I wanted to do the reflection. So I really loved the advice that he had for young people, and I think for everyone, really. I think my favorite answer he had was when he was talking about history, and he said that not a direct quote, but it won't give you all the answers, but it'll show you the questions to ask. And I think that's something that you hear from history teachers all the time, but it doesn't quite hit home until you hear it from someone like that.
So the story gets even more interesting because you took this class, Teddy, because you thought it would be easy. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really think it would take so much of my free time away.
I could have told you that.
I ended up really liking the class. I took it because I knew Chris Twomley, and that's our teacher, from outside of school. And I thought it'd just be really fun. And the first day there was a serious lesson, so I was like, oh.
What did I get myself into?
Yeah, what am I doing here? So it ended up being like my second English class, kind of, so.
That's amazing. Jane, you mentioned to us before we started this interview that you're heading off to college next year and you're interested in studying journalism.
Yeah, potentially.
Teddy, you're still not sure just yet, but does the fact that you were able to score an interview that major national publications couldn't, does that maybe change your mind a little bit? Make you interested?
Maybe. I've had some people reach out to me who are with publications and say, you should call me.
So now you're texting with Jim Mattis and the editor of the New York Times.
Just another
it's
day.
no big deal. And you're like,
No,
oh,
but
maybe.
some people were just interested in saying, it's like, if you want, like, maybe for your first job, you can call me or something like that. But I don't think I've gotten too many of those. But I don't know. If it's an option, sure. But there's a lot of things on the table for me, I think, right now.
Well, good luck to you both. Thank you for being here this morning.
thank you.
We appreciate it.
And congrats.
Yeah, it's an awesome interview. So if you want to read the full interview, it is over on the Mercer Island Islander website. It's mihsislander.org.
Yep.
Thanks again, guys.
Yeah, thank you.